Hey guys, welcome back to Harsh-Worded Tenderhearted. Today, since it's June,
I'm pretty sure it's like the middle of June, so the middle of the middle
that's
month.
true. That's
so
true.
it exactly mid-year.
It is exactly halfway through the year.
Crazy.
Crazy that I thought that I had another, like that was gonna be my year again.
No, fair.
Still 5.5 more months, but like I said that about 2023, and then me and my mom's boyfriend's daughter were sitting at work, and we're like, no, for real this time, like. For real this time, 2024, it is. And then it was like...
It's okay, it's 2025. 2025 is a nice, solid number year to look at, so I feel like it'd be a good year for it to be your year, you know?
That's true. I just like even numbers.
Oh, that's fair.
So like maybe I'll hold off until 2026. Oh my god. No, but I'm almost fucking 30. And you know the whole thing where it's like... Technically, your birthday is like not how many years you've been old.
Yeah, it's your birthday plus like 9 months or 10 months.
Yeah. No, it's your birthday plus a full year because you don't turn 1 until you've lived a full year.
So technically, you are 28.
I'm in my 28th year. Yeah. So like I'm almost in my 29th year on Earth.
Scary.
Like that is insane. How did I get here? Oh my god. But we're going to revisit the ins and outs that we had back in February, I think.
It was February. I think early February.
Yeah. So we're going to revisit those and...
Just to see what's different. See how we've stuck to it or if we didn't stick to it.
Yeah. My first in was getting ready for the day. You know what? I think I have my weeks.
You do.
I
was going to say, I think you did pretty well.
Yeah. These past 2...
It kind of fizzled out, but you were very, very strong in the start.
Yeah. These past 2 episodes, I haven't been wearing makeup because the first week I had an eczema flare up on my face last week. And this week I had like the worst, not the worst I've had, but a bad allergic reaction to whatever the hell we were working with at work. And I was like sneezing nonstop. Like my nose was pouring out onto the boxes.
Yeah.
Like there were drops on the boxes. Like they were wet. Just from bending over, and it was like nonstop. So my face.
It was cold in there too.
Yeah,
so that
and
was
dry.
Not helping. Yeah.
Oh my god. But my face, like my upper lip and all around my nose, is still like raw. Because the reaction will carry on for a couple of days after, and then I can kind of start dealing with the aftermath. And that happened on Thursday.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's only Sunday. So it's like day 1 of dealing with the aftermath type thing. So I couldn't put on makeup today again. But there was a good little bit, and then I think I just didn't really do much. You know, like I didn't really go out.
Yeah.
Like leave the house much other than like for work or if I needed to be somewhere or to film. I don't know. I'm kind of in one of those like, I don't really care. Like, oh my God, there are times of my life where you wouldn't catch me dead right here, right now with no makeup on. You know? So like at least I'm finding comfort in the fact that I'll do things with or without.
Yeah.
Things that I wouldn't have done before, or at least would have had a harder time doing before. So like I don't really care that I haven't really lived up to that one as much. But I don't know. Like I'll still get ready when I feel like I should be getting ready, you know? Yeah. And it's just like work, there are phases of processing certain things at work that are just so unbelievably exhausting that I don't really have any choice than to kind of hermit for a couple weeks. Otherwise I will burn out.
Yeah. That's fair.
So like the hermiting, it's like I don't want to put on makeup.
Yeah, you gotta recuperate and stuff.
Yeah. And I think I'm in one of
energy's better spent somewhere else.
Exactly. And I'm just starting another one of those right now. So like I think give me a couple more weeks and I'll be back on it, but not bad.
My first in was being chuggy.
Okay, I quite literally almost just choked.
Okay, before we started filming, we were going through the transcript of the old video that we're like revisiting, and she was reading the transcript and she starts laughing, and I was like, "What's going on?" And she was like, reading,
but laughing, like
stomach on the floor, like ribs hurting, laughing, like wheezing, laughing, like silent, open mouth laughing. And And then she was like reading the transcript, and then she's like, when I read the transcript, I don't hear it as our voices, I hear it as like AI. So then she was reading it, and it was what was it?
It's like, it's spelled weird too. It was like CHUGI, but it was like Chugi. Wait, can you spell it? Yes. H. No, I can't say it again. I don't know why it's so fucking funny to me, but like, I can't. Oh my god. One time, me and my friends took edibles and a nacho fell on my lap, and we laughed for an hour. Like, tummy hurt, like, call the ambulance laugh. And it was like one of those laughs for just 10 minutes about this random ass, like, oh, I can't. But yeah, being chuggy.
As far as being chuggy went, you know, opposite of trendy, I don't know. I feel like I haven't really been following any trends lately. So it's like there's nothing I can really be opposite of.
That's true. Yeah, we've been pretty basic lately.
Yeah, I haven't really been on any like trend waves or anything, so I don't really know.
I mean, you are a female go-karter.
That's true. That is a little chuggy, some people might say. I am usually the only girl there.
Exactly.
So
my next one was skincare, and I have been keeping up with it, but as much as I've been keeping up with it, my skin's just been getting worse, I think.
Really?
Not worse, but like,
it's been like flaring up. It's been having its moments.
Right. And I talked about in that video how difficult it is for me to find the right products that'll do what I want, but also not be too harsh on my skin, because I deal with so many skin conditions that it just like it's not even worth the fight of trying trendy things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even risk it. I don't want to turn into an alligator again. Like, I don't, as soon as like something starts to irritate, I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, this is so frustrating. But I have been keeping up with a daily routine at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sunscreen, no, but
I know I need to wear sunscreen. That's the one thing I'm missing for my skincare.
You know what? And lately we've had to wear a mask. Masks, my skin hates wearing
it's the irritation.
Masks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like the friction.
And when we're processing at work, I have to wear a mask. And then often do I get like stuffed up when we're at work processing, especially. So I'm like mouth breathing into my mask.
Yeah.
All fucking day. It's so gross.
I break out when we wear masks.
Oh
like
my god,
cheeks
I hate
break
that.
out.
No,
yeah.
I can't.
My second in was being more active, which I think I have been keeping up with despite a lull in my gym attendance.
Was that your second one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I was being more active.
Love that.
Yeah, I haven't been to the gym, and like even when I do go to the gym, it's like not consistent enough. I did have a hot second where I was like going every day or whatever, but like recently I just haven't been going. I think it's because I cannot wake up early enough. Like I have this thing where it's like if I go in the morning, I don't go at all.
Yeah, I've had to do this thing in the past couple weeks too, where my friend would kind of try to get out of it too, where we would like miss the morning and I had to go to work, and when we're processing I can't really push the start time that late. So it would kind of be like, hey, fuck, like we missed it.
Yeah, you have to go like around 5, and like if you ever gone to the gym around 5,
it's
when
awful.
everybody, it's terrible.
Awful. So like she'll be like, okay, like do we try again tomorrow morning? I'm like, no, it's like discipline.
Yeah.
It's like a punishment because we didn't get up this morning. So we go at 5 o'clock and we suffer through it.
Yeah, I'm so bad at that, the whole discipline thing. I don't know what went wrong with me, because when as a teenager I used to be very self-disciplined, but now I'm just like too lenient.
You know what it is? I think it's because it was expected of you for so long, and only that.
Yeah, that's true.
Up until you stopped doing school and there was kind of a lull. So then it's like,
yeah, I was
you
like,
had
oh
all
my
the
God,
freedoms.
what is this?
Exactly.
Yeah. So now I'm like, ugh. So, and I haven't been waking up early enough. Some days I do, some days I don't. But if I don't, then I just don't make it to the gym.
Right.
And it's hard because like my morning schedule is so packed from like 8 o'clock to 9:30. And it's like, I wake up early enough that if I didn't have those things in the morning, like I have to drive my family members to work. If I didn't have to do that, like I'd be fine to go to the gym, like in the morning. But since I do that, I have to be home by 8. I have to get up at like 6 o'clock for the gym, and I just can't because I like my sleeping schedule is messed up still too. I'm getting better though. I feel like I've been sleeping before midnight most days.
Love that.
So waking up isn't as hard. So I'm trying to make the shift from like 11:30 to 7:30. I mean 11, yeah, from my sleeping schedule from 11:30 to 7:30 to like 10 to 6.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been that bad at our gym around 9:30 in the morning. I on normal days where we don't have much going on at work and we're just kind of doing the daily thing, I can kind of push, well, we all kind of push our start time a little bit later in the day. Not in the day, but just in the morning.
In the morning.
So I've often been at the gym before this past week at like 9:30.
Yeah.
The only shitty thing is I have class in the weight room. They only have one weight room.
Yeah, exactly. See,
So I've had to go to the front.
Yeah.
Which is like fine, you know. I said before, I don't go to the gym unless I'm high. So like if I put my music loud enough, I don't even realize I'm in front of like any I think I'm the only person in the gym. Like until somebody, oh my god, I was like profusely apologizing to this girl that was trying to talk to me the other day. I had no idea. I had no
yeah, same.
I was like looking past her and like it was so bad and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like that was rude. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, no, that's happened to me a couple times where like somebody
my
will be trying to
God.
talk to me. I will not hear them until they're actually like in my view, like or like tapping me. Like I had
Oh no, I looked
Yeah.
right past her.
yeah.
I looked, I was like getting my stuff and I was
And
like,
she was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my goodness." No, one time I had two friends that like saw me at the gym and I was on the treadmill. I was doing like sprints, and like they were standing. Like I was I was on one of the end ones, so there was room for them to stand beside me, and I just didn't see them until
my
they tapped me,
God.
and they were like there for like a good like couple minutes,
I'm dead.
and they were like, "We were like trying to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like tunnel vision. I had my
headphones are
music on.
in.
Yeah, my headphones are in. I'm like
yeah.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always say not during a set.
Yeah.
Not during a set. Do not speak. I can't speak and I can't listen.
Yeah.
So
Also, I played tennis the other day too, which was fun. Getting back into that, I mentioned that in the earlier video. And my go-karting. The other day, one of my friends was like, "You look kind of shredded right now," and I was like, "What?" They asked me when the last time I went to the gym was, and I was like, "I don't know, maybe like a week or two ago." And then they were like, "You look like shredded right now. Like your arms, like look like broad." And I was like, "Okay, I have broad shoulders anyways, but it could be the go-karting. Like I don't really see the difference, but thanks." So it might be that. I don't know, cause like the pump I get after go-karting is like kind of crazy. Yeah.
My next one, I actually don't know if this was my next one. You can tell we were both looking through the transcripts. I think it was something about like accessorizing or like wearing like outfits.
I think that was a part of your looking good, feeling good one.
I don't think so because it was after skincare.
Oh,
in the transcript. So I was like,
maybe you were
wait.
accessorizing.
Yeah, it was like something about
You
like,
know what? You have been accessorizing a lot though. You've kept up
Right?
with it.
and like putting together outfits like when I'm
Mhm.
just doing whatever
Mm-hmm.
instead of just wearing like my root sweatpants and a tank as I'm in a sweat. As I'm in sweatpants and a tank top.
Yeah,
and
but at
no
least you're
makeup.
accessorized.
That's true.
At
But
least you're blinged out.
I think I've done better than normal with that.
Yeah,
You know.
it's very noticeable. You said
Thank
you're gonna
you.
do it, and you did it.
Thank you.
My third one was yogurt. The year of the yogurt, and I'm proud to say that I am a yogurt girly now.
Oh, I love
I wanted to be a yogurt girly so bad, and I did it, and I am a yogurt girly now. I love Greek yogurt.
What's your favorite kind?
My favorite kind is the I can't say because it's Greek, but it starts with an O, and it's like blue, and it has blueberry at the bottom, like the fruit at the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, and you mix it up. I don't know if you're supposed to mix it up, but I mix it up. I don't like the pre-mixed one. I don't know why. I'm very picky about my yogurt still. I only like Greek yogurt. My mom really likes like regular yogurt, and like the consistency is kind of different to me.
It is. No,
It is. It's different.
Regular yogurt's thinner, I think.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's like more liquidy.
waterier, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. Love the Greek yogurt. I do start my mornings out with the Greek yogurt. I think it's good for my digestive system also. And I get like
Oikos.
yeah,
I like Oikos.
Yeah, that was good, right?
Or Liberté.
Yeah, I haven't had that one, but I assume it's good.
My next one was standing on business.
How's that going?
I think it's gone pretty well.
Love that.
I think that there literally is not a single person in my life this year that I've like that has pissed me off or like done me wrong and I've taken their shit. Do you know what I'm
good.
saying? I was talking about the whole love life thing. I think that's pretty under control still. It's getting pretty boring and lonely, but like not so bad that I want to go back to the
Yeah, that
streets,
you're
to
like
be honest.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're not
I
like
found
spiraling. You're
comfort
not
in the
like oh my
peace.
god the voices.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Sometimes, but like it's been worse. It's been way worse in my life.
Okay, love that then.
You know?
They're manageable.
Exactly.
It's manageable. Love that.
Exactly.
My last one is spontaneous weekend trips. Have not taken a spontaneous weekend trip since the dawn of time.
No, we're gonna go to Toronto.
Pardon?
And it'll be spontaneous. I'll say on Monday. Can
Oh.
we? We're going to Toronto this Friday.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I think I may need to start smaller with
Oh my
like
God.
spontaneous day trips, maybe. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I do still want to take a spontaneous weekend trip though.
Okay, so for some reason we only had 4 ins. We're not really sure what happened there.
4 ins. Even for my outs, like I only have 3.
And I have 4. Like that's so
don't know what's
weird.
going on there. Don't know what happened.
No
but-
clue. But moving on to our outs, my first one was unnecessary spending. I have done decently. I think I
The
need
lashes
to
helped
get.
a lot, I think.
Pardon?
The lashes helped a lot.
The lashes helped a lot. I think I need to. I'm kind of off my rocker a little bit right now. I think again it's because like I'm like, wait a second, the manageable voices are a little bit loud some days. But and I've always been impulsive, like very, very unhealthily impulsive. So I kind of have to like sit on my hands a lot. And when the voices are a little bit loud and I need to manage them, sometimes I get off my hands. You know?
Fair.
And it's like at least buying some shit that I don't need is a little bit better than like revisiting an old cycle or like
True.
but am I spending like hundreds of dollars a week on unnecessary shit? No.
No, you're probably just getting like sweet treat.
Yeah. And like our kitchen was being renovated for a while, like a long time through the year. So it was just kind of like we had to order food a lot. And I need to kind of like get back in my cooking grind now that the kitchen's almost done fully. And then I have been good with returning things.
Oh yeah.
Which is something that with the unnecessary spending I should have been doing before because it's like, yeah, you're unnecessarily buying it, but once you realize that you don't need it, you need to return it. You know? You don't need to be like, oh wait, I don't need this and then keep it.
Yeah. You know, that's something I need to work on. I rarely ever return things.
And it's so, why is it so fucking embarrassing to return something?
I think it's embarrassing. I just think it's inconvenient.
I think it's so embarrassing being like, hey, I actually didn't want to buy this. Or like, hey, I didn't want this anymore. Like, it's just like, what?
I think it's just so inconvenient.
Even saying like, oh, it was too big or too small, I'm like, oh my God, Natasha, like, you didn't know your size. Like, you didn't try it on, or like, oh my God. And I've turned into an online shopper.
Oh yeah.
To my core. Like I went to the mall the other day and I was just like, this isn't for me.
It's a lot of energy to go to the mall, walk around, and then like actually go
Yeah.
into stores. And then, oh my God, if you're trying stuff on, like I have to mentally prepare myself.
I know, which is so funny because I used to be against online shopping fully.
Really?
Yeah. And I still should be against it because every single clothing item that I've bought in the past month, I've had to return.
Oh.
Like 2. Because it's like, I keep saying too, even like the workout clothes on Amazon, I keep saying like even the things that should fit, they're not built for my body type at all. There's too much fabric here, there's too much fabric there, and it's like they fit, but like
They don't look nice.
yeah. And then it's like it just but I can tell that like let's say I had my hips were a little bit bigger. Like my hips, I don't have any.
Yeah, we're all very rectangular.
Yeah.
Like we all have narrow hips.
Exactly.
Unless like you given birth.
Yeah.
Like our cousin's hips. She used to have the same hips as us, and then she gave birth, and now her hips are
All
like
of a sudden she
yeah,
has
she's
hips. Yeah.
But we are childless.
Exactly. So like I can tell that if I literally just had average size hips, this
Would
would
fit you,
fit.
yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm not gonna, if I can't have average size hips, I need to grow my butt like 3 inches for it to fit. So it's like, okay, Natasha, just return it.
Yeah.
So I've been returning them, and I just need to, I think, stop shopping for clothes online.
Fair.
Suck it up, go try them on, whatever. And then everything. I have an Amazon addiction. I have an Amazon
Yeah.
addiction.
I'm staring at a pile of boxes, and the first one on top is an Amazon box.
Yeah, there's like some weeks there's like multiple Amazon orders coming to my house, and I'm like, oh, again, some of them return, some of them are like workout items or like I like gifts or whatever. But even gifts, I won't go to the store anymore to buy.
Really?
I'll order them through that store's website or through Amazon or whatever.
Interesting.
I'm like so done with it. I'm so done
Really,
with the
I get
world.
so impatient. I'm like, okay, I don't want to have to wait for my order to come in, even if it's like 2 days.
Okay, fair.
So like, if I can buy it in person, I'll buy it in person.
Fair. I think it's because
Yeah.
I have so much to fucking do that I forget about it after
Okay,
I
yeah.
order it, and then it comes.
It comes,
and
you're
I'm
like, oh my
"Ooh,
god.
thank God, yeah,
Yeah.
thank God I took care of that one."
My first out was hours of low quality entertainment, which I think I've been doing better lately. My screen time has been significantly lower the past few
Okay.
months, but of that screen time, TikTok still takes up the most amount.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it is lower. I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing better.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
I think I need to start prepping my brain, like getting rid of the brain rot, because this fall I'm going back to school, so it's like I cannot have a rotted brain.
Right.
So I need to get my
Right.
attention span back up. I need to like mentally train my brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is good that I'm doing better. I do wake up and then check my phone first thing in the morning though.
Mm-hmm.
But
I check my phone. I have to check my phone. A lot of times there's like work stuff waiting in my messages, and I'm like, fuck. But like, I try not to check social media.
yeah.
You know. In
Yeah,
the
I haven't been
morning.
on social media that often. I think the most I go on is like TikTok. Besides TikTok is like Twitter, which I don't really spend too much time on, and then like Snapchat, but that's just to message my friends back.
Right.
So I don't like linger on it either.
I have seen like every body cam footage there is to see on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
But I need like another reason the voices are manageable is 'cause they have background noise. I used to like hate that, and I used to say like if you can't survive without background noise, like you need to get a grip, and like I do need to get a grip, and I understand that, but it's like helping me right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like right now, sometimes like when there's too much going on, I'm in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's like whatever's gonna help get me the fuck up and take care of all of these things, like it's gotta happen. But at least I'm not like scroll like it's I mean it's playing over there and I'm over here doing something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My second one is feeling sorry for myself. I think I've done pretty good with that. I think that if anything, I've been a little bit hard on myself, even in the sense of like, nope, you're going to the gym at 5 o'clock as a punishment, Natasha. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
very disciplined.
yeah,
Yes.
and like very like
You're running an army camp in your head.
exactly.
You are a drill sergeant. Sergeant.
right,
Sergeant.
right, and it's like happening again where like people are scared of me? Question mark. Like Kai has two friends that are visibly scared of me.
Oh yeah.
Like visibly, physically scared.
Like nervous.
Yeah. And I'm like, weird. And then it's funny because we were at work the other day, and one of my mom's boyfriend's daughters brought in a couple of her friends to help with the whole processing thing. It was like a last minute thing, and it was chaotic, so we brought in a couple extra people. And I'm like showing him how to do the label, and I like hand him the thing, and I'm just standing there, and I'm out of it at this point. Like I have
Yeah.
done my instruction, I have done my duty. I'm just standing there staring into nothing. And I guess I was staring at like the table, and he's like about to put it on, and he literally goes, he takes it up, and he looks up at me, and he goes, "I'm scared." I was like, "Oh my god." That one was crazy. Like I have never met like
Like
it
to your
was-
face is crazy.
Yeah. It was and I was like, "Oh no, like sorry, I'm just like staring at nothing, as per usual. It's fine." But it does come with kind of like a harsh exterior, and I don't want to say it's like a bad thing. Like I don't, because it's not like, I think if it was a bad thing, I would have no friends. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it was a bad thing, I would not have a good circle around
Yeah.
me still. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like I'm not dealing with anybody's bullshit.
Yeah.
Period. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Type shit.
there's no room in my head. Okay, so no, there is room in my head, and there's always been room in my head. And I've very, very often taken up that room in my head with people's bullshit and having to be around it and having to deal with it and whatever. And let me tell you, kind of like I was saying, I'm finding comfort in the peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Do you
Word.
know? Like it's like, okay, cool. Like some people want to be scared of me, whatever. You probably shouldn't be around me then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Word. Type shit. I was on a TikTok actually. And this girl was talking about, have you ever noticed that like a guy saying type shit is just their equivalent to a girl saying period? And I was like, oh my God.
I don't think I've ever heard a guy say type shit.
Really?
No.
I hear a lot of people say type shit. I started saying type shit.
What the heck?
Because of the song.
People say it?
Yeah. It's
I've
kind of like,
never
oh,
heard a
bet.
person say it. I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
My second out was big lights. I've adhered to that. I have been using my lamp a lot more, even in the house. Ambient lighting. I still love ambient lighting.
Love that.
We have all the lights on here today, but that's because we have to.
My third out was going back until you hate them. And you know what? This one's hard.
Ooh.
Because I feel like it's happening right now.
Oh, yeah. What are you
I
doing?
am not dealing with anybody romantically.
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't say. But
no, you wouldn't know until like you're married.
right? And like I genuinely though right now like I'm so single it hurts. You know what I'm saying? But like there are I think that there's a situation right now where it's just like I remember a couple months ago being like I need this to like this relationship to kind of transform a little bit, like to kind of grow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm going to hate this person.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that at this point, I am literally just nursing this until I hate it.
Mm,
Do you know?
yeah.
Like, don't you know? Like, what the fuck? Why did I say
Where's that
that
from again?
I don't even know. Some Disney thing, no? Don't you know? Don't you know?
I don't know, but whenever I hear that, I always just think of you because you used to say that a lot.
Yeah, and I used to always say, if you had the chance to change your fate,
would ya?
oh my god. But romantically, I'm good.
I love that.
Because I've been standing on business.
You have been standing on business. You said you were going to stand on business. You've been standing on business. Good job. My last out, because I only had 3 for some reason, was being guilty for things you don't need to feel guilty for. Can't really think of anything that I've been feeling guilty about as of late. So I guess that means I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So other than that, and then
other than the go-karting thing,
yeah, that one. I think that one is just because like I'm so invested in it. Yeah, it feels bigger than it is, even though it's literally just grassroots karting. But not much to say about that. There are people in my life though that do feel guilty for things that they don't need to feel guilty for, and I have found myself being more annoyed watching them be guilty for things they don't need to be guilty for. But then I have to like remind myself to be a little understanding.
Well, it's hard when you grow, because I found that too. Like, it's hard when you grow and the people in your life aren't, and it's like you don't have patience for it anymore.
I don't. I'm so annoyed.
It's true, and that's literally how I got to the point of like having just such a small close circle, because it was like it's literally like I start to worry, and then I start to like get invested into it, and then I like start to like I have to use extra of my energy to be like cautious around that, and it's just like holy fuck, like how about we just be successful separate, you know? Like it's like I wish you well, I love you, but like we don't have to be in each other's faces, you know? Like it's especially if we're not in the same place. And a lot of times like I found that in friendships as I grew, it was kind of like I can feel myself changing, and it's like I can very well see that we're becoming different.
Yeah. You're not aligned anymore. It's like, yeah. It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's a very uncomfortable thing, especially when they did like nothing wrong.
Yeah. Especially recently. It's like you don't have to apologize for any of these things.
Right.
It's like I've learned that, and I wish you could learn that, but you can't make people see things.
Right. You
which
can't
is
make
difficult because it's like you
things.
want them to like be on the same page as you, but it's you can't make them.
Right. No, exactly. Exactly. And that's where it's kind of like I find that I'm also a fixer. So it's just kind of like, okay, you know what? We don't have to do this. You know, like we'll both be better off if we don't have to do this right
this
now.
Is like a recent thing for me too, and I'm like, ooh, it's
growing pains.
Yeah, it's very recent, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know how much of this I can take before I throw my hands up.
No, I know.
I'm very close to throwing my hands up, and I literally just this was recent.
And that's the thing where it's like I don't want to hate you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Yeah. No, exactly. I hate that. My last out was karmic relationships. I think again I'm painfully single and I have found comfort in the peace. And I'm not saying that I'm like sitting at home alone all day every day not talking to anybody like in a blanket wrapped up on the corner of the
Mm-hmm.
couch. And like even like when there are I haven't been anxious either. Like there are times where it's like, okay, let me entertain this man for a second. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's no like I don't care. You
Yeah,
know,
you're like
like I
indifferent to it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I quite literally like just am focused on what I'm doing and that's it.
I love that.
So, I think I'm doing pretty well with that one too. Like there's no I'm just chilling, you know? Like I know a lot of people say that and they're literally just chilling too hard.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm chilling too hard, but I'm just
You found a middle ground?
yeah.
Oh my god, that's like
Like
really good.
kind of just being, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which has been great. I think I'm finally kind of finding my way out of survival mode
Oh,
after being in it for
nice.
almost 30 years.
That's got to be like a shock though. It's got to be weird and
It is
confusing.
it is, but like I'm finding comfort in it at least. So,
That's good.
yeah. Okay, so for today's segment, we're going to be reading Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit. So this one says, I hate reading with this mic in front of me though. I have a lazy eye and astigmatism. This is very difficult for me. I can see the mic fully, but none of the words. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my best friend while on vacation together? I very well may be an asshole, but how do I redeem myself? She starts off. I planned this vacation initially for my birthday. She's a 23-year-old female. Back in April and invited my best friend. Let's call her Luna, 23, female. When the original invitees couldn't make it, I had a loose itinerary for the 5 days we'd be at this island for the first time, but booked an island tour for the last day. Luna booked a flight, she lives in a different city, and I met with her after traveling via land. Shortly after, we realized that the DIY land tour that we wanted to try was too expensive, so from that point on, we improvised, or tried to. I matched with Nico on the second day, who asked me on a date for the next day, before Luna and I hit the club of the day, and then the after party, and then the after party. I let Luna know I was leaving with a guy, making it back to our accommodation at around 5 a.m. Later, when I woke up, I loosely suggested we could meet later tonight for another night of partying, as my date was at 2:30 p.m., and Luna helped me get ready for it. I lost track of time and only made it back at around 2 a.m. I'd completely failed to update Luna on my whereabouts. This is when I assume it all went to shit. Luna was getting up as I got back and the vibes were already off. No questions, no hype. I asked if she wanted to do anything later, if she had any plans or something. I told her that I could just set an alarm or she could wake me up because I was okay with that, and I also told her that Nico was planning on taking me out again to go up north. Luna didn't really give a solid answer, so I went to bed and set my alarm anyway. I wake up to my alarm at around 8 a.m. and find her gone. No message, no note. So we spend our fourth day on the island mostly apart until dinner. My birthday dinner, which Luna had suggestions and would pay for. I asked her if I should leave Nico, as I was with him since 3 p.m., and have him pick me up after our dinner. And she said him dropping me off and picking me up seems a bit weird, so that he should come. We went to the first place she suggest. Why is that a tongue twister? We went to the first place she suggested because it was the closest to where we were at, except I didn't know it was a fine dining-esque situation. When the bill came, Nico had his wallet out, but Luna insisted on paying. Turns out we went over budget because there was a third person, she tells me later. Then we partied. Nico bought us drinks and I left with him. Came home around 6 a.m. The island tour pickup was at 7 a.m., and only when our ride was there did Luna inform me she couldn't make it because she didn't have the budget for it, since she spent most of it, if not all, on our dinner last night. She all but pushed me out the door before I could think up a response. I came back around 3 p.m. and confirmed that the last ferry ride to mainland was at 5 p.m. I was wrong. We just missed it and Luna stormed off, making separate accommodations. We took the same ferry to mainland but essentially parted ways. So am I the asshole?
Not gonna lie, if I was her friend, I'd be a little upset.
Okay, here I think everybody is the asshole.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, the verdict.
Everyone kind of sucks.
Yeah, the verdict on Reddit is asshole, which I understand fully.
Yeah.
But I have this thing that I've always kind of like in a friend group or whatever, or like been friends with people that like kind of need to be babysat when we go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things that it's like, why would you guys, okay, so regardless of whether it was for her birthday or not, or nobody else could come, it's like that girl very well could have gone on a solo trip for her birthday. It sounds like, it's like,
Well, it doesn't sound like she spent a lot of time with her friend.
right. Like Luna, I understand that she was like trying to do something nice for her birthday. Like that trip should not have been a thing.
Yeah.
Like shouldn't have been like planned. It shouldn't have been like the girl should have just. I know she invited other people and stuff like that, but at that point, like if that was your best friend, like I know my best friend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I would have said as Luna, hey girl, go by yourself. We're not doing this. I know that you're gonna find
a guy and you're gonna like go off with him and we're not gonna spend that much time together. Like it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you good? If you're not good and you need me to come, like I'm bringing somebody else. Like we're not doing this. Yeah. And I'm not being left alone on the island because very often when this shit happens, it's not the first time.
That's true. Also it's an island that they've never been to before.
Right. And it's kind of like I think that it's like kind of a shitty thing to do to have when you're like only two of you. It's only two of you, then you kind of leave. I think you also kind of have to read the room. Like I have friends that like let's say just the two of us were out on vacation somewhere and I wanted to go off with somebody that I met. That other person very well enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be fine, like whatever. There are other people in my life that I know goddamn
you couldn't leave.
Yeah. So it's kind of like read the room a little bit. And I also think that like Luna should have spoken up for herself sooner.
I do think so, because like even the dinner thing, it's like you didn't have to pay for that.
Oh yeah,
especially since the guy was like,
yeah,
she's better than me, to be honest, because I would have let the guy pay.
Exactly.
I would have been like, you're taking up all my friend's time, and I'm feeling a little bitter about it, so you can pay.
Right. And it's like you can't pay and then after the fact say why the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like you already did it.
Right. You insisted.
You knew. Like yeah.
So like I think everybody sucks. I think everybody sucks. The trip should have never happened like that, and they should have just gone for dinner at home.
That's true. Do you think they're still friends?
No.
I don't think they're friends.
This reminded me of that one vacation scandal that was going around TikTok. What? And it was like in Miami or Vegas or something, and these girls like the friendship ended there, and all of TikTok was like taking sides.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
But I know nothing about it.
I don't really know much about it. I think I tried to, but like it's like one of those things that this girl saying this happened and that girl saying that happened, and
she said
there was no other witness. Yeah.
Interesting. So am I the asshole for telling my friend that we all hate her boyfriend? I, 31 female, have a close friend, 28 female, who I'll call Tina. She's been dating her boyfriend, 33 male, who we'll call Matt, for 2 years. Matt is generally an asshole, flaky, and inconsiderate. For example, not even getting Tina a present on her birthday because she had, in quotations, she had enough shit. Last week, Tina announced at dinner their engagement. I was horrified and talked to our other friends about it the next day. They all hated Matt, but loved Tina and didn't want to hurt her, so they told me not to say anything. I couldn't do it. A couple days ago, Tina and I had a planned lunch, and my ability to stay quiet grew thinner and thinner until she started talking about the wedding, and I couldn't take it anymore. This is where I might be the asshole. I broke, telling her that marrying Matt was a mistake. He didn't care about her and didn't deserve her. She blew up on me, telling me that I barely knew him and that she was the love of his life and he of hers, and that I was a terrible friend. I tried to explain that I was only telling her to save her from this marriage and not to hurt her. She said that just because I was jealous, I shouldn't ruin her special day, and I got mad. I told her it wasn't just me, to find somebody who actually likes her and that we all hate him, and stormed out. She called our friend group and told them what I said. I woke up yesterday morning to text from all of them saying I shouldn't have involved them or said anything in the first place and that I was an asshole. It's starting to get to me. So, am I the asshole?
I think that she's not the asshole.
I don't think she's an asshole for looking out for her friend, but I do think that she's a little bit... No, I don't want to call her an asshole because it's a little too extreme, but I do think she's a little bit in the wrong for, like, going, like, kind of... Not, like, throwing her friends under the bus.
Yeah.
But, like, mentioning, like, well, it's not just me that hates him. Like, all of us hate him. Right. Especially after they told her not to.
Right.
But as far as being like, hey, I don't like your boyfriend is like, are you sure about this?
Right.
Not the asshole for that.
Right. They're usually not going to listen. I've been in one of those relationships and you don't see it while you're in it. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody says at the time. It doesn't, like, nothing anybody says is going to change your mind, even if you think it's wrong. And it's like those people would not have entered that relationship if they didn't want it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so it's like, and that's coming from somebody that was in a relationship. Like it's like there's they're never gonna listen. You know, they're never gonna listen when you say something. Maybe they'll go home and think about it for a couple weeks and then they'll listen.
Yeah, but they're
but
not
like
gonna do anything about it.
it will always be bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think you should say something? Sometimes. I think that when she said that he didn't get anything for her birthday because she had enough shit, like I think I would say something.
Yeah.
I think I would say something because like at that point you're being disrespectful.
Yeah, it's like on her birthday.
Yeah, and like to like not even to not get her anything on her birthday. Like if you don't have money, if she accidentally okay, I love how I said accidentally. If she ended up with a bum and you're not on your grind and you don't have money to buy her a birthday present, then whatever. But like if you're saying that she has enough shit, like that's like
it's rude.
Yeah, that's flat out rude, and I think I would say something. I have also been in situations where I haven't liked my friends' significant others at all, and I have like had that fear. Like I got it was a little bit triggering when you were like, oh, and then they
got engaged.
I was like, oh my god, like that's been my biggest fear for some of my friends. Like,
yeah, getting engaged to their like crappy significant other. Yeah.
Like it's so worrisome because you're like, wait a second, should I say something? Should I say something? And there are times where I'll like subtly slip it in or be like, hey, like, did you know that just happened? But I think it would, like, it depends on how bad they are, how whatever. But I do believe in like saying something. I also am so unbelievably protective of people that are like in my circle. So sometimes there would even be times that I'd say something to the significant other, you know?
Yeah, I don't think she was an asshole.
I think it was just handled wrong.
Yeah, I think it was handled wrong.
And I'm big on like, that's why I always say like, don't go back to you hate them. Like you need to speak your shit before it blows up.
True.
Don't let it blow up, you know, like because the blow up always comes from something piled inside of you.
It's avoidable.
Yeah. So like I don't think it should have gotten to the point that it blew up. You shouldn't have gotten to the point that they got engaged.
Yeah.
For you to say something if you felt that long ago, you know? Am I the asshole for leaving this girl's dorm I was invited to after just 10 minutes? All right, some background info. I, 23 male, have been dating this girl, 20 female, for a while. I do believe she is the one, and everything was going amazing between us. That was until yesterday. We both go to college and are currently having finals week. She just had her last exam and was having 2 friends of hers over to play some board games. She asked me to come over and meet her friends for the first time. I agreed, but I would only stay 30 minutes because I had to study for a big exam the day after. Now, honestly, I was just way too stressed out for the exam and really wasn't in the mood, but I didn't want to disappoint her because I know she really wanted me to meet her friends so badly. Mind you, I'm also autistic, so meeting new people isn't always easy for me, and definitely not when I'm already anxious about my exam. When I arrive at her dorm, I see there are 2 more girls, and it turned rather into a girls' night with plans to go clubbing. I was a bit overwhelmed by the extra people and the noise of them talking loudly. I also had the feeling most of her friends were not really interested in getting to know me, even though I tried to socialize with them. They just randomly started telling each other I looked like some guy they know from class. Then suddenly they began talking about their host stories, and I heard some things that my girl did that upset me a bit. And at that point, everything in my head built up: the new people, the noise, the story about my girl, me not feeling welcomed by her friends. So I just decided to leave only after 10 minutes of being there and just told everyone I couldn't stay longer because I needed to do some revision for my exam. My girl walked me out to the door and knew something was up, but I refused to talk to her and went home without saying much. She was really upset after this. She was really upset after this. She thought it was really childish of me to walk off out of the blue without an explanation, and said I embarrassed her in front of her friends by leaving so quick. I know I could have handled the situation better by just having a talk with her, but am I really such an asshole for doing this? She's extremely upset by this, and I feel so guilty.
I wouldn't call him an asshole.
I don't think he's an asshole at all, to be honest. I have this big...
No, I don't think he's an asshole because that's something I would do too.
That is something I would do.
That's something I would do, yeah.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, like...
And I wouldn't think I'm an asshole, so...
Yeah, he mentioned that he was autistic, but, like, I'm not, and I would do that.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not the right time. It's not the right place. You did not need your boyfriend there.
Yeah,
if you were going to invite 2 other girls...
And plus, you know that he has exams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, like, she was like, you're walking off without an explanation, but it's like, he kind of does have an explanation already.
Right. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, like, you don't really need an explanation to know that, like, you know what it is. Like, Didn't he tell her too? Did he tell her that you can only be there for a little bit?
Yeah, he said that he could only be there for 30 minutes, but he stayed for 10.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that she knew that he was leaving early regardless, though.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, who cares?
Yeah, right. Just go out, have fun with your friends. He's gonna go back, and it's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, I was out with one of my friends meeting her boyfriend for the first time, like her new boyfriend, first boyfriend. And we were out for breakfast, and this man was like a grown iPad kid.
Yeah, I met him the
Previous
night.
Yeah.
Or the next night.
Yeah. And we like
a grown iPad kid.
Yeah, like watching videos at the table at a restaurant on like so everybody can hear it while we're having conversations. And I'm like so unbelievably sick of it to like the point where it's like he didn't need to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to socialize with him. I'm getting nothing. So at that point it's like I think this would just be better for more enjoyable for every single one of us if he just wasn't here.
Yeah.
He can watch his videos in peace. Like, you know what? Like, it's just, you don't need to have it mesh all the time. You don't need to. You don't always need him there. You can go if he's not there. You can have your own mind and like I just don't understand I'm huge on that. I had a girlfriend for a long time. It's a little bit different because she's a girl. And when you're a girl, you're friends with, so it's kind of like girls' night. She's a girl, you know, it's weird. But I'm huge on that like separation because it's like,
yeah, you're your own people. You have your own lives outside of each other.
Yeah, and she would get like so upset when it was like when she couldn't come, or it was very much so like if she couldn't go, I couldn't go, or like whatever. And it was like, for what? Literally for what?
Yeah.
Just so we can both be upset now.
That's actually facts.
Like I
have a friend like that. It's so annoying now.
Yeah, like there's like no reason for it other than we're both gonna be upset. So it's like, just live your life.
Am I the asshole for telling my skinny friend that she's obese? Hi, me and my friend are both 17 females, by the way. I'm obese, nearly morbidly obese according to the internet. I don't really care about that stuff because I think self-love is more important and I'm happy with my weight, but it's kind of an important part. My friend Maria is average, if not quite skinny. She's made fun of my weight before, but she always just says it's a joke. She constantly asks everyone in her friend group if she's fat, and I understand being insecure, but it's genuinely really excess and weekly while we're eating lunch at this point. She never eats lunch and always throws it away and then points to mine and tells me I'm eating too much and that even half of that would fill her up. She's said this every day for the past 3 or 4 months. I don't think she's on a diet or anything either. She just makes weird comments like that a lot. Today she asked if she could try on my jacket because she was cold. I thought she was actually cold, but after she said, "Oh my god, this is huge on me. Does this actually fit you?" Obviously I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly, but my other friend started to laugh. I told her that she does look fat and that she looks fatter than me. That my jacket fits her really well. She got quiet and changed. Sorry, she got quiet and changed the subject. But tonight she messaged me and asked me why I would say that when I know she's insecure. I told her that I'm tired of her fishing for compliments and being rude to me because of my weight. She said that I'm just jealous of her and she left me unseen. I asked my parents for advice, but they agreed with her and think I was very rude. I don't know what else I would have done to make it stop.
I literally...
That is cold. I
I
love that she bit back though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that is, oh my god.
Like, if she's secure with herself, I love that.
Oh my god, I love that.
Because her friends giving pick me.
Yeah, and like I said, I have no patience. So, like, I could very well, like, oh my god.
The badge on Reddit says everybody sucks.
Everybody does kind of suck.
Yeah, they do kind of. They're both kind of rude to each other. Her friends a pick me.
Yeah, I think again it's one of those things that shouldn't have boiled up to that point.
It did boil up, yeah.
Yeah. But
she's like for the past 3-4 months. That's a long time.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more justifiable because she was rude to the to say, "Hey, like, I can't believe this fits you."
Yeah.
Or like, "Oh my god."
After literally openly calling her fat.
Right.
Multiple times.
And like saying like, "Oh, like half of that would fill me up," or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like Kai. There are things that meals that Kai eat, half of it would fill me up. That has nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what? Like, you're trying to insult with something that,
yeah.
You know, like, it's like, you're just.
They're like pointless.
Yeah, you just want to hurt her.
Yeah.
Feelings. That's the whole point.
Like, that's not your friend.
Exactly.
Like, she's not your friend.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, I think it's a little bit more warranted because of the way that the skinnier girl was acting.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like I would have slapped her by now.
Yeah.
I would have
said something sooner, to be honest.
Yeah, if she was saying that shit to me.
Yeah.
Oh no. You know? But it was kind of savage. Like
It
she
was
kinda ate
savage.
her
Like she
up.
kind of ate her up.
She
She did
ate
eat
her
her
up.
up. She did eat her up. I was like, ooh. That's why I couldn't stop laughing, because I was like, oh.
Like it's like, why are you asking if you know that everyone's gonna say no?
Yeah.
Like
You're fishing.
Yeah, you know that it's like,
You know.
even if you did, okay, even if you looked like an absolute beluga whale in that shirt, everyone in that room, you know goddamn well, is gonna say, no, you look great.
Yeah.
Like that's so annoying. I hate when people do that. I hate when, like, I don't know, look in the mirror. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think everybody's. I think the other friend is more of an asshole.
Yeah.
I think the other friend is way more of an asshole
Than
but
the original poster.
yeah, and it's hard too because like very often will I catch myself accidentally like skinny joking in front of people that aren't.
Skinny.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, oh, like it's like word vomit. Um, it's happened to me before. I think I've told this story, but like I had said something about like, oh my god, I need to start going back to the gym, like I'm going to Cuba soon, like I need a Cuba bod, beach bod, whatever. And then my friend who's like a little bit bigger, my friend at the time, she's like so mad. She's like, Natasha, everybody is a Cuba bod. But like I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
Do you know, like I quite literally did not at all mean it like that. And I'm so unbelievable. Like, you know, like it's like, but you can kind of see that it's malicious. You know,
You get that vibe, yeah.
or because like even the other day, like we were talking about the bags, and I was the bags of the product that we're packaging, and we're trying to fit them in these boxes that are too small for the product. And I'm like, you need to get one with no air, one with big air. And then I start like laughing, and I'm like, huh, okay, I don't. And then I start to like say something about like you need a skinny one and a bigger one, and I'm like, I catch myself and I stop because there are people in the room that are bigger than me, and you just don't do it.
Yeah.
So she very well could have stopped herself every single goddamn time.
No, she did it on purpose.
You know?
She was gonna pick me. She wanted to put her down to feel better.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't. And you know what? Like, it doesn't matter. Like it.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like. It at all. At all. As long as you're not gonna like
Cry about it.
and like you can like.
And you could tell this girl was like pretty secure with her
Exactly.
weight. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So like, leave it alone.
Yeah. She did eat her up.
I know. That's what, like, that's some shit that I would say. Like, yes. Yeah, is that what you wanted me to say? Yes. That is so
That was
some
good.
shit I would say. Oh my god. Okay, so that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching and or listening.
Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at HWTH.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.